Air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, and I think both of these teams would say, look, it doesn't even matter looking back at this point. You've got to be ready. You've got to play your very best baseball every time you take the field, and I think we've got a good one.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Steve, what's the key to them earning a World Series berth here in hostile territory?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
And with that, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, George Springer has so many athletic talents. He's basically a five-tool player. Defensively, he does so many things well, and it's allowed him to really impact this ball club.
And a rather easy first out.
Batting second, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Stepping in, Jacoby Ellsbury, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Keiko sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. And a swing and a miss there by Ellsbury as he's down 0-2 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Under it is Rasmus now for out number 2.
Batting third, catcher,
Gary Sanchez gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
First pitch coming, here it is. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Marisnik is under it, and that retires the side. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. He's one of the fastest guys in all of baseball. His speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base path is a huge headache for opposing pitchers.
George Springer is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
I think this is one of those at-bats where he just couldn't help himself out there. And we're going to check it out again right here on Showtrack. The thing that stands out right away, well, look at the pitches. Are any of them even strikes? I mean, if you have a little bit more discipline as a hitter, you might be looking at a 3-0 count instead of going back to sit on the bench.
Stepping in now, number 2. As Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
He hasn't wasted any pitches so far early in the game. That's 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts already. If these first 2 hitters are any indication, there could be a whole lot more of these to come.
Jose Altuve gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Starlin Castro will start things out here for the Pinstripers, to be followed by Mark Teixeira on deck.
Starlin Castro.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Striding into the box, Mark Teixeira. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Keuchel pauses. First pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. Altuve for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what? Thank you very much.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marisnick on the move. 2 gone. And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you see there, the winner in this series will have most of the country rooting against them as they'll take on the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there. Carlos Correa will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
Castro has it, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Evan Gattis steps in now. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1 and 2. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3 and 2. And he chased it in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Colby Rasmus. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
The 0-2 home. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here's Luis Valbuena now as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Houston. We'll move to the third with no score. A beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the start of the third inning on the show. Number 99 steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
And you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. But this is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Brett Gardner will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, not the result you want, and especially swinging at the first pitch. Got to make the pitcher work.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Jacoby Ellsbury. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Jason Castro digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Good splitter there, and it's even at 1-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on Show Track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Drilled to first, right to him. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 4,
George Springer will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Gary Sanchez is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Keuchel's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. Marisnick will back up and put this away for a long out, number one.
Shortstop.
Didi Gregorius is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the seats, 0-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Starlin Castro will come in now with 2 away, and I've got to say, it may be about time to start taking a pitch or two.
Yeah, I mean, he is just running right through these guys. They've been getting themselves out left and right.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Number 2 stands in.
Leading off the fourth for the Astros, third baseman, number 2.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 99 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The second baseman.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, here's a little trivia for you, Matt. On May 1st of 2012, Jose Altuve faced Mets pitcher John Roush, who's 6 feet 11 inches tall. The 1.5-foot height differential is said to be the most in MLB history between a pitcher and batter.
This one's down to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Carlos Correa will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3 through 4, still tied, 0-0. Mark Teixeira will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
This one's hit deep out to left center field, but that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. The relay, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Chase Headley is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line, and that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
That's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
You can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and This is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Number 99 steps into the box. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Brett Gardner digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And Rasmus will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Evan Gaddis comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
In there, strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Just a touch outside. 1-2. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. At the plate, Colby Rasmus. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman.
Luis Valbuena is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Castro's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Jacoby Ellsbury makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Now a snap throw to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Just checking.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And a pitch out, but Ellsbury stays put. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Now a snap move over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
No runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And he is in there.
Well, they've been held off the scoreboard so far, but they are definitely knocking on the door now. Get the leadoff single followed by a double here, and they're in a good position to break through, maybe even with a big inning.
Here's Didi Gregorius. slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
We knew this game wouldn't stay nothing forever. Now, here in the 6th inning, the question will be, can they add on?
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Will Harris will come on now in an awfully tough spot, as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Will Harris.
Starlin Castro will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Line to the right side, and he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit. This is out over the plate, and he knows just what to do with it. Drives this one to right field and picks up that RBI from third.
Standing in now, Mark Teixeira, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Chase Headley will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already, and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. A tag for 1. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Into the box now, number 26. Skied into straightaway right. Springer has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Number 99 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Headley's around third, heading for the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And he'll make it to third with a triple.
Well, this will extend that lead up to 5 now, as he's able to showcase a little bit of that speed right here as he cruises into third with the triple.
Brett Gardner will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. A man on third with 2 down. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Jason Castro will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another one sent foul. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Grounded up the first baseline. Foul. Tanaka's ready. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
At the plate, Jake Marisnick. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Still 2-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single. Oh, but look here, the manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Yankees are challenging the
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
And the batter ruled out.
Here's George Springer. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They can't chip into that. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Game 6 moves on to the 7th inning now, but before we start, let's call on our game summary to show you how we got here.
Your attention, please.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek. Jacoby Ellsbury gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
On the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen, as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Gary Sanchez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. A tag, and they got him at second base to turn a double play. Didi Gregorius will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time.
Didi Gregorius.
Out in front of it, strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a good bounce-back inning. Austin Romine is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. Number 2 steps in now. Tanaka into his motion. Here's his offering. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. To short. Gregorius has it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The second baseman,
Jose Altuve will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. We've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Makeup call there?
Well, I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitor's bullpen. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And Altuve is into third base with a triple. Carlos Correa steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
And to me, this just looks like the classic case of a guy who's given it his all this afternoon, but he's just flat out of gas.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 5-1 contest. Throw won't get him. Evan Gattis ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Grounded to short. Taken in by Gregorius. The throw short hops him at first, and now 2 men are aboard. Colby Rasmus will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Here's Castro for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. We're through 7. Starlin Castro will start things out here for the Pinstripers, to be followed by Mark Teixeira on deck.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Oh, and he botches it.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. He's been a tough out all game long.
Here comes the first pitch. Mark Teixeira stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. On the ground to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Over to first, and Teixeira's victimized by the double play. Chase Headley stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit.
Check this out on show track.
26.
It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for the Yankees. They lead this. Luis Valbuena digs in to lead off the bottom of the eighth inning. Tanaka gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch.
Valbuena.
Bottom three in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball one. A funny thing happened on the way to his shutout in the last inning. Any surprise that he's back out there for the 8th?
Well, if it's me, I think I let the bullpen try and take me home, but he might have said something between innings that made his manager change his mind, so he's back out there.
That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Jason Castro comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Castro's able to get there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting,
Jake Marisnick will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Tap down the line. Tough play for Headley. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. George Springer will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far. They've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And that'll get down for a base hit. Number 2 stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Jose Altuve will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. So he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway.
1 run scores.
up next for the Astros,
Carlos Correa has the bases loaded in front of him, so a real opportunity for him to chip away at that 3-run deficit they're working with right now. Hit out towards second, gloved by Castro. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is Luke Gregerson. Come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Number 99 stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. A windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. To his left, Correa. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting,
Brett Gardner ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Boy, he just basically went up and tomahawked that thing. Take a look at where this pitch is. That's not an easy pitch to stay on top of, but somehow he managed to do it, and now he's standing out there on second base right now as a result. Like, he should be laughing about that one.
Into the box, Austin Romine. Drilled down the line. And this will get by him at third down the line. It's a fair ball. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Gary Sanchez digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Marisnick is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Didi Gregorius strides in, grounded out his last time through. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Evan Gattis will start it off here in their half of the ninth, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Hit hard toward first, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Left fielder,
Colby Rasmus will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Low with the splitter, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 1 and 2, here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Romine is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
now batting, first baseman, Luis Valbuena.
Luis Valbuena makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Set to deliver pitch number 120. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. 2 out with a man at first. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Oh, and he misses it. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. And he'll get in there safely. Jake Marisnick gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. In there, no balls and a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And sure enough, the Yankees are once again American League champions.